Hey everyone, Repoze here. Welcome to Ultra Hardcore SSF. This is basically my own version of a limited game mode. The rules are pretty simple. I start with only 0 affinity square items. Apart from my first kit, I won't be using the square to resupply ever. I only obtain items off enemy players that I kill. This means no looting chests, mobs, floor loot, enemy players that I haven't killed. I also won't be using merchants or the market or my stash. Basically, every single item I get apart from my initial square kit will be off of enemy players that I've killed. I have only 1 life, but I'm starting the challenge at level 15 with all perks and abilities, and this is because I won't be turning in quests or looting chests or mobs, which would make leveling extremely slow. Before we get into the gameplay, I wanted to just go over the build that I use for this challenge. Basically, I'm just using the default squire kit level 1. You'll notice at level 1, you actually don't get a hand crossbow from the squire, which is actually a really big deal for this challenge. I just have all the dex items, and you can see they're all just 1 dex, so leather gloves, wander, I have a rogue cowl. You don't have a shadow mask either at level 1 squire, so I have rogue cowl, cloth pants, adventure boots, and then for my perks, somewhat standard. This is a double hand crossbow. Standard perk setup is dagger, mastery, poison weapon, jokester, and thrust. What looks a little different, you might notice, is I was running caltrops. This was partially an experiment, but I also just think that caltrops are generally good in solos right now. All of the other rogue abilities have been nerfed so much that the utility you get from caltrops, as you'll see in the video, is actually pretty good. I wouldn't say it's like 100% the pick, but I think it is an option. And if they ever make it so you can resupply your caltrops somehow, like at a campfire or something, that'd be like really nice. But yeah, without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you next time. Peace. And we're in the first match, so I'm going to be doing a post-game commentary while I was playing. I didn't have my mic on, I was kind of just locked in, you know, on the challenge. And yeah, so the first dude I see is this Viking Sword Barbarian. And when I'm seeing that, I'm not too worried, I'm going to be honest. Also, in these early lobbies, I kind of am playing a little bit overconfident because I'm in sub 25 gear score normals, which means players probably aren't going to be too crazy. I throw the caltrops down there, completely misuse the ability, but then I fight this guy with the high ground, which makes it pretty much unlosable. And then I almost lose it, but it's all good. We just all in him, get a few headshots, he's dead. So obviously I'm looting every bandage, everything I can get. Get some green adventure boots. First little upgrade right there. And yeah, this I haven't used caltrops in a while, so getting used to how they work still. So I get the green boots. Next thing, I'm on this bard and kind of chasing him. I actually haven't realized, I can't tell if he knows that I'm behind him or not, the way he's moving. But he runs into that room, and now I'm pretty sure he doesn't know. Took a little prop pot. Need to space out the shriek here. But then I go in while he's casting it, but he cancels at the last second. Throw down the caltrops, he steps in them, so it is time to go in. And then we just win the melee trade. And the nice thing about caltrops is the slow is huge. It's 150 movement speed for 3 seconds, but also it does a little bit of damage. And a lot of times that little bit of damage makes you need less or 1 less stab when you're fighting people, which is really good. So I'm gonna just heal up here. Let's see what the bard's got real quick. Looking for any upgrades. Gotta stock up meds, any throwing knives, whatever I can get my hands on. Thinking about grabbing the leather gloves. Don't think I do though. Kind of need the riveteds because you want to get to 15 strength. Each point you're under 15, your negative fizz dam bonus. And then each point you get towards 15 strength, you'll get 2% fizz dam bonus instead of 1%, which is really nice. So next clip, I'm in the next match. Kind of just spawned, I was waiting by this mage, I heard someone clearing. I'm sneaking up a little bit. Could go in, but might as well wait for him to just kill the goblins. Glance over there, there's no one over there. Probably should just drink a prop pot at this point, but kind of just spacing. I'm chilling here, trying to see if he, you know, what he's thinking. Was that the recurve? I get hit by that. Oops. He's running at me, but this is exactly what I wanted. Boom. Caltrops deployed, and he doesn't even step in them. I don't know if he meant to do that or just worked out that way. Dodge the arrow there, drink the prop pot. The more caltrops he stops in those. Get a little jumping headshot, and since I have a dagger and he has a mace here, I can just easily fight him in melee. Because he's sour spotting me and I'm just sweet spotting with the dagger. I see he has a blue Chris. I will be taking that. It's a nice upgrade. Actually a really big fan of the Chris. Like Rondo is pretty much just better, but like in terms of patterns I love the Chris dagger. Next clip here, I'm sneaking around. Got my Chris. This Warlock's clearing a few mobs, but I have something to say about that, so I'm gonna miss 20 stabs in a row. He has no idea still. And he's done. Obviously, these first couple matches playing in the low gear score norms are probably not gonna encounter the craziest of gamers, but just shows it's pretty easy to get at least a little start here. If I was looting treasure and you know, items to sell to the vendor, stuff like that, I'd already be up a lot of gold. But of course, I'm not doing that. I have a Druid right here. And this matchup is really hard when you don't have any range options because, like, usually Rogue versus Druid, you want a hand crossbow. Oh, he hits me once there. That's kind of scary. I go up the stairs because I don't want him to hit a Panther chicken jump on me. I get his Dreamwalk, but he walks into his tree, which was smart, or else I would have stayed on him. And this is kind of a tricky matchup, especially when I have no ranged. Kind of hoping he just makes a mistake. He got hit by the Goblin there, which is nice. So we're just spacing a little bit. Gets me again. I'm kind of trolling. I'm trying to like squeeze in a hit, but it's really hard with the Chris. And this is stuck in tree. He only gets 2 of those, so now he's out. Go for a knife, hit the Dreamwalk. I'm trying to stay on him here. He barely kind of jukes me out with the elevation there, though. And then he kind of squeezes through and rat. So I'm just going to reset. We're both just healing up. But yeah, no hand crossbow makes this matchup really rough. Normally, I just kind of space them out. And then I keep fishing for hand crossbow shots until I can eventually Dreamwalk them and then stay on top of them and just kill them so they can't transform. But unfortunately, I have no more knives and I only have a drum and 2 torches for range damage. So it's definitely like a really hard matchup when I have no ranged. There is some stuff you can do. If you space really, really well, I think you can occasionally get hits in on the bear. I think I get 1 hit on him here with the caltrops. If that doesn't land, get 1 hit on him. He got a little too close as me with the left click. I kind of cornered myself here. I actually messed up. It is looking pretty bad, but then he tries to hit the Panther leap transformation, but he leaps into me, so I just stay close so he can't go bear and take him down. It was looking pretty scary. I probably should have died, but at the same time, if I had any more, you know, ranged options, it probably would have been a lot easier as well, so he musses up. I get a nice little kill, get some boots. Got these rings now too. I'm looking pretty good already. Grab that campfire. And basically what I'm doing in this series is I'm just moving up the gear brackets. So I'm going to play norms until I can get into high roller, and then I'm just going to play high roller. Next clip, I move over here. This dude's hiding in the corner. He's just chilling. Got his drum out. Unfortunately for him, there will be no mercy. So I'm going to use the only range I have to poke him down a little bit. I see he doesn't have a bow or a crossbow, so I'm kind of safe to just chuck this drum at him. Hit him once. He's swinging that battle axe. Let me grab that drum back. Might as well get a little bit more range damage on him if I can here. And with that, I think it was a headshot, so he should be pretty low. And then just go in, hit the twist, and he dies. And now, I don't think this guy really had anything I'm gonna grab. But actually, I missed the drum the first time I loot him, and then just in a second here, I kind of just come back, grab the drum, and then keep moving. Need that. Need everything I can get. So we are gonna go ahead and grab that. Further into the match, I come across another fighter. I see he's holding a longsword and he has a shield on his back, which means this guy also has, or doesn't have a ranged weapon. There's a Molotov at me, which is pretty interesting, so I'm just chilling now. I mean, neither of us can really do anything. Throw the drum at him, a little bit of poke. Grab that back. I mean, this is kind of deja vu at this point. It's the same thing. Arthur the drum, he sprints. Hit him with the caltrops. And missed one of my twists. He might have died, but little did I know, I actually did not hit him with the caltrops, and then I stepped in my own caltrops. But they actually have a really low cooldown, so I just throw him down again as he chases me and he runs into him. Gives me time to reset here. And fighting longsword is always really scary. It's pretty hard to parry a dagger, but if they do, you just lose instantly, so you have to be really careful fighting longswords. But I'm just healing up now. I doubt this guy's full HP because he did use his second one, but that's only 40% heal, and I hit him with a lot of damage. But he sprints away. I'm not really too sure what he's doing here. All good. Taking a few swings, a few swipes. And then I go in. I think I hit him with 2 headshots there and take him down. I'm pretty sure he wasn't full HP, that's why I felt pretty confident going in. Well, I'm gonna slide back here and grab my drum. Need that. And let's see what kind of loot this guy had. I actually forget what he had. Don't think I used that ring. Yeah, he didn't really have much. I'll always take the meds though. Need to stay stocked up because I will not buy them from the merchant. Fast forward a little bit and I'm sneaking up on this guy right here. I'm hitting the crouch slow walk. He's looking around. He realizes what's going on, but then it's a warlock and he pulls out his book. So I would have been scared of the halberd, but once he pulls the book out, it's just a free kill. So let me grab that. Doesn't really have too much going on in the inventory. Hey, all good. Nothing to loot here. I'm gonna keep it pushing. Alright, so next kill here. Looking around, I see a fighter. This is the 125 gear score now. And I have power shrine and speed shrine. Throw the caltrops down. Headshot into the twist. And it's over. Felt pretty confident taking the fight with the power shrine. It's 15 fizz power, if you didn't know, which is so much. I mean, power shrine is really insane on rogue. 15 fizz power is a lot of damage. So whenever I have that, I'm definitely way more confident taking fights. But yeah, I kill him. I take the bolts in case I ever kill anyone with a hand crossbow and I need bolts. And I grab his Castellan. And it's a purple Castellan, but I still don't really want to use it. The Chris has been putting in work, and the Castellan is just not a great dagger overall. I will hang on to it for now. So kill him, get into the next match here. And the match just started and I already pull up, and right outside my spawn there's a bear fighting a barbarian, so I'm just kind of lurking here, kind of seeing what's going on. In these lobbies I've been routing really hard. Because upfront engagements are pretty hard with 0 range damage. The barbarian does. Dude can't hear me because he's hitting the zombie, so I jumped in on him. Messed up my movement there though, and he gets some space on me, which is pretty bad. He hasn't had time to heal yet. He goes rat form, but unfortunately I have some torches in my hotbar. And he gets smacked. And unless if someone's like half health in rat, most of the time a torch will kill them. If they have like really good gear, it might take 2 torches though. I'm looting this guy, get some gloves upgrades, get my cloak finally. Need that. Got a blue courage ring, definitely grab that as well. And he's got some nice boots too that I'm gonna go ahead and take. So already, my kit's looking pretty decent here. 125 health. Not too fast, but decent fizz power. Next clip, pull up on this dude. He's fighting mobs. This poor guy's just chilling. He doesn't He does not hear me above, so I just kind of dive bomb him and then doesn't really know what's going on. Make sure not to hit the shield there, because the parry on the lantern shield is kind of scary actually. Kill him. I didn't think he would have anything for me, but he has a frost amulet with health on it and it's blue. And #1 priority on rogue for the most part is just true damage. It's really good, so I'll grab that. At first I wasn't sure if I was going to wear it, but I do end up throwing it on and then getting rid of the peace necklace. I got the cape off the other guy. I'm fully kitted out now. I'm looking pretty good. Feeling kind of powerful. Still no hand crossbow, but as long as I can play melee fights really well, it should be fine. And I have a barbarian running at me here. Pulls a wormhole out, so I'm getting ready to fight him in the doorway, because it's an easy win. But he backs out of the doorway because he knows what's what. All good though. Kind of just spacing each other here. Looking for some drum damage on him, but kind of decide against it. That's when he rages and runs at me. And I'm so ready to fight him in this doorway, but then he pulls out his battle axe. Which, I actually thought it was a felling axe at first. Because it's still fine fighting battle axes in doorways for the most part. He Achilles me, but I hit him with the caltrops slow. I'm chilling. And then I get on him, get another stab. That's 2 stabs on him now. Trying to bait out that second attack so I can go in here. Try to fight him in the door, but... Oh, I used the caltrops and they actually bug out. This happens like pretty frequently. They did not go down on the floor. Wait out the second attack though and then just finish him off. So I mean that was just kind of all spacing. Just gotta bait out the battle axe attacks and get stabs in when I can. And then after a couple stabs I'm free to just all in him. Classic rogue barbarian 1v1. Another really rough thing about this challenge is not buying throwing knives. Normally, like I would have just throwing knifed that guy like 20 times. Next we pull up on a guy killing the Cyclops. Unlucky. I think he just got hit right before I opened the door, so it's kind of just a free kill. Yeah. I'm not using the stash in this challenge. I do loot some items just to throw them in the stash, kind of like... I don't use my stash during the challenge, but if I die, I'm gonna just sell everything that I got and then go to another character. Might as well. Free money for the main. Next clip, I pull up on this guy. I don't really know what happens. I think I jump scared him and he just flew out of his chair or something with AFK, so... Free kill, but he didn't have anything anyway, so it didn't really matter. Yeah, that was unfortunate for him. Next clip, I'm looking pretty geared, but I'm still not in the high roller bracket. I've been in the 125 lobbies for a few matches now. Still just need that little bit of extra gear to be able to go high roller. And then get into some crazy matches. And that's when I come across this bard. So I'm trying to space out his shriek here, and then when I back up, he pulls his bow out. So then I push in so he can't shoot me with the bow. He does hit me with the shriek, but I dodge the bow, get a free hit with rupture on him. Go in, fight him in the doorway a little bit. It's pretty low, hit him with the knife. So it was kind of just good spacing and then a good spot to fight him. I check his body and boom, we are up crazy. Fight a surge, and this is the kill that I needed for the snowball. Brought my rings, 2 grimmies. It was 1 ad, 1 true. Purple cloth pants, 5 move speed ruggeds with 2 fizz power. Oh yeah, he had everything. He had everything I needed right here. And now already just a few matches I went from nothing, my little squire kit, to a fully geared out rogue pretty much. I'm still missing a bunch of throwing knives and a hand crossbow, but I'm looking pretty deadly in the melee fights now. Looking at my stats here. Pretty slow, but my fizz power is really high. I was thinking about taking the peace neck because I'm already kind of tanky. I decided nah, I'll just loot it. So go ahead and grab all that. Fast forward, lobby was kind of dead. And I just post up in the darkness here. This ranger with a gold scarf running by. He's like, what's going on in here? Turns the light on. Next thing you know, I'm on him. And this guy got jump scared. Hit him with the knife to slow him down, and then fourth hit, and he's dead. And this guy was clearing out the lobby, actually. He had 3 kills until then. And I will be taking that golden scarf. He also had a frost amulet upgrade for me, which is nice. And a bunch of gear in his inventory. If I didn't have to keep all my like supplies because it was you know, hardcore SSF, I would have just made so much money off this guy. And I decided I'll swap the gloves because I want the true damage in the agi, and I have enough fizz power anyway. Grab the jewelry, might as well throw that in the stash. Looking around, nothing too crazy left in the inventory. And I'm out. And now we are looking pretty good right here. Gonna hit the elevator and leave. Next lobby, first high roller match of a fight against this bear druid. And this is a pretty good example of like how to play against bear. Now, because I don't have a hand crossbow, unless he plays really bad, it's like kind of impossible for me to actually do anything. Pretty much this whole fight is me just like testing his testing his skill. If he makes a you know, big mistake, then I can kill him for sure, but it's pretty much on him to mess up and on me to just capitalize on it. I can't really like force anything to happen. So I need to be careful in these doorways like CALTROPS because I thought he was too close and he might be able to get a tree on me. Didn't even really need to do that. And yeah, he's just standing there. He wants me to run in so he can just tree me in and then kill me and bear. Obviously, I'm not going to let that happen. If I had a hand crossbow, obviously this whole time I would be poking him. Still have not gotten one of those. There's not too many rogues in these lobbies. Now I'm just waiting. I hear him waiting around the corner with the tree. So I'm just chilling. Gonna walk in, bait him a little bit. He jumps out. Yeah, I don't know about that one, man. I think he has some sort of audio bug, actually. I just hear exactly where he is right now. And he throws the tree down. And the thing is, if you fight a bear like around a pillar, they can't actually like really do anything. And this shows that like really well. So you can see like he's on me kind of, but realistically, like how is he gonna hit me? Because he can't panther chicken bear like around a corner. It's not possible. And he's starting to realize that I know what I'm doing, so I'm not just gonna die to a bear for free. And he's getting impatient, throws the dream fires down. I go in for maybe one poke, but he goes bear, and that's when he realizes, alright, I just can't be asked anymore, and he just leaves. So, yeah, I just leave. And what do you know, next lobby, we got another druid. This guy throws the tree down, he starts prepping the vines. I figured that's what was coming next, so I back up. The vines are pretty scary, you gotta watch out for those. Throws him down again. Doesn't really do much. He starts walking in. I'm chilling on this lantern. If he goes bear, I'll just back up here around that pillar, but he's trying to dream fire me, so I go in, try to get a stab maybe. Try to bait the bear maybe. Nothing happens. He throws down another tree. I hear him go to the left. And since I heard him go chicken to the left, I knew I could kind of just cut him off like mid-chicken, and yeah, I kind of stay on him so he can't go bear, and it's just a free kill. He messed up pretty bad there. And he has a cape that I grab. At the moment, I wasn't sure if I wanted to throw it on, but I do end up throwing it on because I want more movement speed. And it's an adventure cloak with 1 true and 1% action speed, which is really nice. I'm gonna loot him. I end up throwing that cloak on. Need that. Next clip here, we pull up on this door. The cleric right here. He doesn't have the prot shrine. And I just go like full aggro on him right here. I messed up, I missed like 2 swings there, but yeah, I just all in, I don't know. Kind of felt like if I didn't give him any time to react and I just went full aggro, I'd win that, and I do. A lot of these situations, cutthroat would be pretty nice. A lot of people do run rupture cutthroat. Definitely better than caltrops in some situations, like right there would have been nice. But caltrops are really nice in a lot of other situations as well, so it's kind of a toss-up for me right now in the solos on which one I like more. We kill him, rearrange the inventory a little bit. Some people would say I'm keeping too many muds, but I mean, I can't buy any anywhere. I can only get them off players, so I really need to like make sure I have enough. If I run out, I'm gonna be looking really bad. I figure in the end I might as well grab his boost. They're decent. I'm not gonna wear them, but you know, throw them in the bank for whenever I die. Next clip here, spawned in and took a little bit to clear my room. I pull up, I hear a little fight going down. And we got a wizard, and I see that warlock. Pops the blow. Looking like a perfect third-party opportunity for me. And yeah, this guy gets jump scared by me. He's really scared. He's definitely not full HP. It's the Phantom Eyes. Just trying to stay on him here. And yeah, it's just a free kill for me. Nice third party right there. Some people would recommend running creep. It does enable more third parties. The problem is if you have creep, you're just down a damage perk. And I just want to have the damage if I need it. Creep is an option. It is pretty nice. Especially the way I'm playing in these lobbies, I'm ratting really hard. I don't really take too many upfront engagements. I was about to loot the wizard, but then can't loot him. I didn't kill him. Loot this guy. He had a nice Grimmy Frost sword. Really nice Grave Wolf gloves. In the moment, I wasn't sure if I was gonna wear them, but I was tripping out because I definitely am wearing those. If you run poison, Grave Wolves are so nice, and this guy had a really good pair. One true and armor pen. I will be taking those. And he had a bunch of nice items and a drum. Need that drum, of course. And now the kit is looking really good. My weakest points in my kit are just... I have a blue Chris with nothing on it still, and I don't have a hand crossbow. But if I can fix those two problems, then I'm pretty much fully kitted out. Ideally, with this build, especially with the caltrops, you want double hand crossbow. So that would be nice, but even just having one would enable me to do a lot more stuff in a lot of these fights. As it's pretty much all about melee spacing and just sneaking around right now for me. Kind of limits the opportunities that I have in these fights. I'm looking through the loot here. Sadly, I'm going to be leaving a lot of nice items on the floor. I didn't even chuck the wizard. He probably had some decent stuff too, I would bet. Don't really encounter many high roller wizards that aren't wearing good stuff. We're going to wrap up looting this guy. I'm sneaking around. I see this guy. I didn't even know what I was looking at first, but it's a warlock. And he pulls the book out. Looks pretty naked. It should be a pretty free kill, so... I'm chilling a little bit though. Putting his hands out. No mercy, unfortunately. Missed the drum. I hit him with 2 stabs. I got blood on the 3rd stab, but I'm 99% sure it didn't do damage. It just looked like it from my perspective. Line him up for the easy drum right there. And yeah, this guy didn't really have much, but you never know. Especially in a SSF, you know, setting where I need all the loot I can get off these players. I have to kill everyone. I can't show mercy, unfortunately. It has to be done. So we take him down. Next game, I spawn in. I opened a door and I saw this guy clearing a spawn room, and I just sneaked around the entire room. This is some actual like Splinter Cell moment right here. And there's a lot of audio in this room, so I'm able to just creep all the way up to this corner. And this is usually the door people go to when they clear this room. I mean, he's right here, so I figured he would walk to this door. And yeah, he gets absolutely jump scared. Hits the floor twice. Taken down. Unlucky. He looked like he might have decent stuff. I think for the most part, I don't really loot too much off this guy. And yeah, I just grabbed a couple things. Playing sneakily like that in solos is honestly the best strat in like every class. You just get the jump and you win like 99% of the times, I swear. Doesn't even matter if it's like rogue, barbarian, fighter, whatever class you're playing. Anyway, skip forward here. I open this door. Rogue opens up on me. And this is the fight I've been waiting for. Finally a rogue. And what do you know? He is shooting me with the hand crossbow, so... At this point, I'm seeing red. Like, I need that. I'm spacing him out. I dodged 2 bolts. He moved because he thought I was going to hand crossbow him, but I just jumped through. Hit the twist. Let me hold that. Hey. Let me hold that. Finally. Finally, after all these matches, I finally have a hand crossbow. I'm so happy in this moment. And he had some really nice items too, but unfortunately, I'm not really going to loot much of it. I was thinking about grabbing the stiletto, but then I just like thought, like, this Chris dagger has put in so much work. I'm just going to keep rocking him. I might as well keep rocking the Chris. And I'm just picking through the loot here, looking, seeing if he has like any direct upgrades to what I got on. Nothing is looking too crazy. He's got extra loot in his bag, at least like 2 kills right there. And then I thought I heard someone. I'm looking around. Or I don't know if I thought I heard someone in that moment or if it's in a second here. I'm just like overjoyed right now looting this guy's body. Finally got my hand crossbow, and he had a good roundel too. I'm looking through the loot here. Almost swapped for the doublet. I end up getting the doublet, and yeah, I heard someone moving on wood right there. And it's a wizard. This is kind of scary. I don't really know what he's doing. He taps the body, baits out my shot, so I just close the door. And me and this wizard get into a little bit of a stalemate for a while here. He's just trying to tap the body. Eventually, I'm finally fighting him in this doorway. He hits the explosion on me, but I run at him and blow him up with his own explosion. Now, unfortunately, I think counting that would go against the spirit of the rules of the challenge, so I end up not looting him. Which, unfortunately for me as well, he ended up looting a bunch of the rogue stuff that I might have wanted, including that stiletto. But, yeah, I mean, I had my moment to grab it. I missed out. Unlucky. The wizard did end up dying, but also, I think the goblin went ahead and just gave him everything back as well, so that guy's happy because I didn't loot anything. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Still worth for this cinematic moment that happened, to be honest. Loaded in the next match here early on. I hear this guy bandaging. I think he got hit by the bola goblin or something. Something happened right here. Hit him with some poke. He goes for the Achilles, but I dodge it. Need to be really careful with this barbarian. He has frost-like gloves, a ruby silver doublet. He's looking pretty scary. Basically, I'm just going to try to poke him down until he gets angry enough at me that he just runs in carelessly and I can kill him. That's kind of my plan against every barbarian. Because in a straight-up melee 1v1 both at full health, it's really bad for rogue. Especially if they have berserker, it's basically unwinnable. Unless they misplay really hard. I'm trying to poke him. He hits me with the Achilles, but I hit him with the CALTROPS counter slow. So we're both moving like turtles, and that's fine by me because I get behind the door, close it on him. Gonna keep griefing him here. Now I know he's gonna go for the same play. Still, if I can just dodge the axe and get some damage out on him, then it's worth for me. So before I do that, I'm gonna prod up here, open the door. Pops that Achilles. He's pretty patient with his axe though. So I just closed the door. And now I reopen, decide maybe it's time now. He jumps out, Achilles me, but the caltrops get him yet again. And he's on me. Now it's all a matter of spacing here. Moving in and out a little bit. Hit him with the caltrop slow, then I go in. He pulled the franny out, get a bunch of stabs. At that point, I knew I was all in. Take him down. I figured at that point he was low enough to all in, and I was right. So, got some nice loot here. Some frost-like gloves. One true epic rings, ruby silver doublet. He had a bunch of stuff, but unfortunately, no upgrades for me. Definitely prefer my Grey Wolves to the frost-like gloves with no true damage on them, but they are a pretty nice item. I also had a very nice cloak. I was considering wearing it for a while. I ended up just keeping my adventure cloak. Kind of didn't want to lose any more movement speed, and the Merc cloak didn't have true damage. Looking back, I'm still not sure if that was the right decision. I think it was fine in the end. Just rearranging my inventory here. Seeing like maybe if I can loot more stuff off of him. I think in the end I don't really want to drop my meds, and nothing was like too crazy on his body. I do grab his lantern though. Which I'm not even really using the Chris at this point. I mean, I might as well have something on my second slot, I suppose. So, grab that lantern. I could always swap the lantern with the hand crossbow now if I don't have it loaded and I'm about to fight someone with melee. Which is nice. Double check his body. Decide I'm chilling. Just remembered, wait, I haven't healed this whole time. I am trolling. It might be time to heal. And yeah, just gonna restock on the meds after I heal. And I think, yeah, I don't think I loot anything more off of this guy. Moving on. Now, sadly I was out of caltrops, so I just left after that. I run into this bar. Basically the situation was him and another bar were just staring at each other and then I walked in the room and he kind of just ran at me. He busted the door down. You know the drill against the barbarians. I'm just gonna keep poking them until they get mad. And this guy is crushed. The other guy didn't have crush, I'm pretty sure. You need to take that into consideration. It's kind of worse for me if they have crush because I can't play around the doorway as much. So I hit him with the rupture. Hit him with the rupture hand crossbow while he had rage popped, which means that probably did a good amount of damage to him. Barely missed that shot though. And this room isn't cleared, and I hear the goblin on the right. So while I'm poking him, I'm already thinking, like, if he walks to the right, it's going to be really good for me, and that's when he does it right there. And he pulls aggro of a goblin now. So now he's getting pressure from both sides. Hit him with the caltrop slow. He's super slow, so I just walk into him, bait the attack, and then finish him off. Nice easy kill for me. Plus the goblin hit him. Just set me up for a nice free kill there. Get some decent items, but nothing I would wear, unfortunately. It's gonna be hard to find upgrades at this point too, because I'm actually very geared. I think my kit, if I had to estimate it on the market, it was probably like 10 to 15k at this point. Which is pretty good for a fully player looted kit, I cannot lie. Skip forward here. Come across a little bard he's just looting up. And he's playing his instruments at the rupture hand crossbow on him. Decent amount of damage. He's kind of panicking. Has nowhere to run, so it's a freebie right there, basically. Up his body here. Yeah, he's getting a lot of stuff back from the goblin. Let's just say that much. Restock my meds. Keep it moving here. Next up, I heard a fight going on in this room, so I just snuck up and I'm chilling. Sounded like one of the dudes died, or the fight calmed down, so I opened up on this dude and he didn't know what was going on, so free kill for me. Unfortunately, I'm not looting the other guy because I didn't kill him, obviously, but we will see what this dude has. Pretty interesting build, to say the least. Couple items he had were like decent. Obviously like nothing I would wear, but could probably throw them in the stash, I guess. Skip forward here and there's a wizard under me in this room. Just chilling down there. And I could have dropped on him probably right there. I decided to play a little safe. Not too sure how strong this guy is. I think he ends up VoIPing to me here, like, yeah, it says we don't gotta do this. I'm thinking we might have to do this. I drop on him. I'm trying to sneak, but obviously this isn't gonna work when I have the big bubble around me, so I don't even know why I did that. But you kind of get a feel for like how geared and how good someone is, honestly, within like the first 5 seconds of fighting them. And just like based on his movement and what he's doing, I'm kind of just getting confident that I can probably run this guy down. So hit that bolt. I knew as soon as I hit the next bolt, I was just gonna all in this dude. And yeah, he goes for the heal, which is perfect timing for me to push. So I jumped. Somehow I missed that hand crossbow, but it's all good. Just take it off. And I can tell I'm just faster than this guy. So he has ice armor, which is annoying, but I can just chase him down. Finally get on him, couple stabs. Finally we got on top of him, got a couple stabs in. Hit a good cloak. Rust was nothing too crazy. He had some knives. Finally I get some throwing knives. I haven't seen these in so long. Which is crazy because they're such a core part of the kit. I'm gonna keep moving here and this rogue jumps out on me. I kind of panic and waste my caltrops. Check if the static was open. It's not open. He hits the hand crossbow on me. And he hits both throwing knives. And yeah, it's a wrap for me. And I think if I didn't panic, like the thing is I was just chilling. I was not ready for him to be invis there. Definitely surprised me. Actually, he was on my screen beforehand. I just wasn't paying attention. So that definitely like, it should not have worked. Those are some nice throwing knives. So honestly, like he deserved that one. Should have been more patient with the caltrops, but yeah, I mean, it was a good run. Got a lot of kills and yeah, I might end up doing more of these because this was really fun. I went from like nothing to like 10-15k kit just off player kills. So hope you guys liked the video. I might be back with another one of these if I want to make one. And yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.